In this video we will discover options to change file contents. So how does that work? Well, there is Ansible built-in.copy, about which we've talked before, which you can use to create files with simple contents. There's also Ansible built-in replace, which is used for simple replacements. And a line in file can be used to manipulate single lines in a text file. And finally, there's block in file. Block in file is useful for manipulating complete blocks of text. It offers a little bit more possibilities. Let's talk about copy and replace. Both of them can be used for simple operations. You can use the content argument to the copy module to copy a string into a destination file. As in Ansible all -m copy, content is hello, destination is tmp hello file. So that will create a file with the name hello file, with the content hello inside the file. The replace module is going a little bit further. It allows you to replace file contents based on a regular expression. It uses the regex argument to identify the regular expression that you want to replace. And replace itself is where you specify the replacement text. You can also just omit the replace argument if you just want to remove text. Completely different solutions are offered by line in file and block in file. You can use line in file to add a single line to a file, and also to determine where exactly this file is going to be created. And you can use block in file to add multiple lines to a file. Let's go have a look at an example. So the example is the file copy.yaml, and you can find it in the files directory in the GitHub repository. In this file, a couple of modules are used. So to start with, there is the task copy, which is copying over the source etc host to the destination tmp. If you are using copy, then you will always copy from the control host to the managed host. So etc host is the file as it exists on the control host. Next, this playbook is using block in file to add some lines to the tmp hosts. So the path is tmp host and the block is specified right here. Notice the pipe behind the name of the module, which is making sure that the next couple of lines is written to the configuration file with this specific layout. You can see this text is wrapped over multiple lines. If you want to keep that, you need this pipe. State present ensures that these lines will be added. Next, we are using the stat module. I haven't mentioned the stat module before, but the stat module is a convenient module that helps you to verify properties of files. So we are verifying the tmp host file, and the checksum algorithm is MD5. And then the stat module is mostly used in combination with the register, because otherwise you don't see what it is doing. So it registers a variable with the name result, and then it debugs the checksum of tmp host is result.stat.checksum. And finally, we are using fetch to fetch a file. So it fetches tmp hosts to the destination /tmp. Let's run this playbook and let's figure out what it is doing. So let me use Ansible playbook on copy. And there we go, we can see all the work that it is doing. The output itself is not revealing very much. We can see the result of the debug command. That's an interesting one, because that's what we've used the debug module for. And then it fetches a file. Now the interesting thing here is in fetch. Let's check out the tmp directory, because it was instructed to fetch to the tmp directory. There you can see in the tmp directory there's an Ansible 1 as well as an Ansible 2 subdirectory. And in this Ansible 1 directory, what do we find? Well, let's check it out. Ansible 1, where we can find a tmp subdirectory. That is what fetch is doing. Fetch is maintaining the entire path name as it exists on the target host, and you will find the target host name in the path on the control host as well. And that is to allow you optimal control to the different files that are fetched from different hosts. Because otherwise, how would Ansible ever see the difference between the different hosts? In the next video, we are going to talk about find. And I have a nice example of advanced file manipulations in that video as well.